Yeah. The last picture I took was of my niece's cottage, Sandra Barber, and this one was the one my daughter Mary Collins and Dave Collins owned. Have a closer look at it. And this next cottage is a Mrs. Rieger, and I knew her husband very well. He was a tinsmith from Waterloo. This is a picture of Kurt Henning's property. And he lived on that boat for quite some time until he got a little fed up with living on a boat, and now he's bought a cottage. And then he has refurbished this cottage to his liking. And I'm just going to zoom this in a little bit and give you a better view of it. They did a very nice job in that cottage. It has beams inside, very beautiful. We came up here September 11th and we're staying till the 15th. Today is the 14th. And out at the end of the dock there is a heron. And they are becoming fairly extinct. You can't seem to get near him. He will fly away any time now. There he goes. They usually just head for another dock. This is the mainland at Honey Harbor. This is a cottage that was built in later years. And it was a Kuzno, I think, or a native relation that started this. And over in here, we have George Gachet's cottage. George's dad's dad, George Sr., owned the Georgian store when we first came up here, where they had a dance hall, and we spent quite a bit of time over there. I'm taking a front view of the cottage. It's a very nice cottage. There's stone in there. All finished, polished, like hardwood floor. This is the shoreline. And as we go down the shoreline, we're going to come, this boathouse is Tom Hewitt. He is a native of Honey Harbor, and he married a Dorothy White. And that white boat there, they take the children to school. And in winter, she takes them on snowmobile. And the boat to the right is Gord's, which he does guiding. And that is their cottage up in there. And this is a cottage that sold recently. And George Gachet built these three along here. And they're very nice. And a fellow in this one here, his name is Smith. And he apparently had a transport company and so forth. And we're into quite a few things. And this is a new cottage that was built recently. I don't know the name of the people that own it, but it's a pretty nice cottage. As I said, this was mainland, there's another cottage in the mainland, and they can all get in here by car, no problem. And this white cottage coming up was by a family called Nickerson, who were natives really up here, and they owned quite a bit of land. They became pretty rich on land that they owned at Honey Harbor. And straight up the channel here leads you to a marina, and these cottages into the right here are shoreline cottages. I don't know who owns them, and this one here is Simon's Small Motor, Larry Simon and Shirley Small Motor Marina, and they store boats, and you dock your boat here. And the cottages in behind here is the back end of Trails End Cottages, and that is where the other side I kept my boat, and my daughter Mary keeps her boat there, and this is owned by Vlada Lujic. I mentioned this Trails End was owned by Vlada Lujic and his wife Georgina own this, and they had 3 children. This is the tip of their island. It is now, you can get across there. They put a bridge, I shouldn't say they put a bridge across, you could always get across it, but it was the very tip of the mainland, and that is the last cottage on the tip. And this is also on the tip of the island, facing south. Stayed in this cottage on the end here for a week with Gary Sudell. He has his cottage in good shape. This one there, he is doing some repairs this week from the bottom. You can see the boards strengthened it, a bit of dry rot around the bottom of the cottage. Spot in here, and this cottage we're looking at, Jim rented that several times last year, and the people that rented prior to Jim owned this red boat, and this next boat, Geez It's Nice, is Jim's boat, and that building there is where Vlada used to live. He lives in the middle of the property now, and there's my car parked up there. And that's become Pine Cone Model Homes, and it's owned by a man from Kitchener. He calls his business A&A Services, and he's done very good. Now these cottages we were just looking at, ours is right across, that is mine. On the end, and then Steve Welker would go on to, that was my dad's cottage. And the fellow that owns this A&A Services, his name is Armand Brigadis, and his wife is Anne Marie, and she works in real estate. And the next place here is Richard Robitaille. He is in construction, and he has barges. And over to the left here, I'll show you a picture of Armand's property, and there's a barge sitting there. There's quite a few barges up here, maybe 7 or 8. And this is Jerry White's boat and Jerry White's house. And he, of course, is in Jerry T.L. White Construction. His father, Art, was a very good friend of my father, and a good friend of mine. small marina, which is Jerry Strong owns this. He's been up for many years. And then as we carry around here, we're coming to Admiral Marina, which when we first came up here was Nickerson's Cottage Resort, and they didn't harbor any boats there at that time, but they had a hotel. And when Jim was a lad, roughly 15, he worked there for Ivan, and he helped out in the ice house and gassing up boats. But it has expanded considerably. Right now, a fellow from Germany, his last name is Altwater, owns it, and he's back and forth to the old country, and he has his own plane. Pretty good business. Lens on up till now. I just switched it. It's a new camera for me, and I'm just trying to get used to handling it. So I'll be making mistakes before I imagine. And I can bring in the objects pretty close, as you see there, and then I can send them back out for proper viewing, whatever distance I want. The boat I'm taking these pictures from was purchased here from these people by my son Jim. Got a pretty big business here. And we have lots of boats stored in here. I'll just take a scan across. And then I will zoom it in on the way back. I'm taking pictures looking down there. I'm making a mistake. I forgot to shut it off, but I'll catch on. Give me time. Now this next area here is the Honey Harbor Boat Club. And it started off as the Boat Works, and they built boats, motor torpedo boats here during the war. And they kept a lot of the natives working. It was a very thriving business. Now it's strictly a marina and the boat club, and you pay to belong to that, and then your fee you pay a little less to keep your boat there than other people that don't belong to the club. And kept very nice and neat. And there's boats get stored up the back there in those buildings. As we travel along here, this property owned by the Delawana Hotel. That is that building there where that big boat is center there, and then this reddish building. And as we move along, they have a water slide for kids to come down, to frolic in the water. And those are motel units. Shift gears there, so I got off the picture, but those are motel units. I'll just come in a little bit closer. And we were out golfing the other day, golf with people that were staying in one of those units along there. I don't know exactly which one, but it was one of those units. Directly ahead there, that property on the end, that was where the Royal Hotel, a very nice hotel. People owned that, and it was the original owner was a brother to the fellow that owns the Delawana, that owned the Delawana, and then that family that owned the Royal sold it to the cousin, who was the son of the original Versailles, who owned the Delawana Hotel. And as we go along the shoreline here, zoom it in a bit, and out in that area we'll head you out to the open water. That is the front of Royal Island. Later. And there are a lot of cottages along the shoreline. And it is all island property. Swing around. Gardens there. And that open area is where you head out to open water. Way up the end there is the tip of Mermaid Island. It sort of curls in here. I do not know the name of them. I don't yet know the name of these people. They have changed hands different times, so I'm not familiar with who owns them. Down the shoreline of Mermaid Island. And I say I don't know who these people are that own these now, but I'm sure they're enjoying their cottage. This is my 60th year coming up to Honey Harbor. I'm driving the boat, trying to control this camera. And there's one boat going to be coming past my lens pretty soon. This cottage we're looking at here, it belonged to the Pattinsons, and they lived in Preston. And he owned Pattinson's Woolen Mills. He adopted a couple daughters, and one of which I used to dance with when we used to go to the Georgian store, and we had a little dance hall in there, and they sold pop. And I was about 15 years old, or younger, and we had some good times over there. And then we come on to what their property line ends in here somewhere. Now we come on to was Carl Cotton, where that little boat shed is there. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit on his cottage. that was built originally by a fellow named Hallman, who owned Hallman Organ Company in Kitchener. And he sold it to Carl Kaufman, and Carl Kaufman thought he could blast the rock and have a nice rock formation boathouse, but it fizzled out. I think it cost around $8,000 to get that pile of rock. So it just all went into crumpled into small pieces. It wasn't solid rock, so it just sort of broke apart like that, and then he built a boathouse in between. And it didn't work out too bad, but it cost him $8,000 just to blast that rock. And of course, he could afford it. They have signs there that you're supposed to slow down so you don't erode the shoreline of the cottages. And this Mr. Haworth, whatever how you want to pronounce it, he built this one here, and he has now got it up for sale, and there's a sleeping cabins to the right of it there. And he bought it, and before him, Sandy Campbell, who had a Campbell Machinery in Kitchener, bought this place here. It's very, very old. It's been lifted, I don't know how many umpteen times, and changed and docks put around it. But he just used that as a game room for his kids when they were younger. But he's selling it now. His children are growing up and married, and things change when you do this. This property here is owned by Dalton and Florence Steinman, and they sold it quite a few years ago. They had a nice property there and a nice cottage here. The only problem there was you had to go through the bedroom to get to the bathroom, so you couldn't go in when they were in bed. I used to because I knew them so well. No, that's just a joke. Carry on down the shore here. My camera might tip. I gotta watch where I'm steering this boat so I don't pile up on any rocks. This is another cottage that's slips my mind immediately who had foresters going back. I thought it was, and they were up here for a long, good many years, and they are passed on now. This is still down the face of Mermaid Island, which is quite a large island. There's about 48 cottages on it. At least there were. There might be a few more now. I haven't counted them recently. And this next spot here, in here, is owned by the Rogers, and they were up here longer than the Bunches. And that is their setup there, right up in there, and that this brown boathouse is the start of another property who is owned by a fellow from Kitchener by the name of Meyer, Paul Meyer. He has it up for sale now. He did a lot of work there, remodeling. And his boys are getting big and growing up, and probably I'd say they're about 20, 22 now in that area. This green boathouse is owned by Nan Carrolls, and Mrs. Nan Carroll was a granddaughter of a Mr. Walker, who owned this cottage. And Mr. Walker worked for the Bell Telephone, and he passed on, I would imagine, now. And so this is his daughter that has it. And my property used to be mine. I sold it to my daughter a couple of years ago, and we still get the enjoyment of using it, and we're coming on to that now. And that is a holding tank for our waste materials, and the door of the boathouse, and a nice deck out there. We just put in a new Marine Railroad. I had one in for 25 years, but it rusted out. And next to us, that is our property. We have 3 lots. That one, and then this one is owned by Steve Welker, who is a contractor in Waterloo, and he used to rent from my dad for many years. And then when I bought mine in 1965, he bought that little building, and then the rooms added for bedrooms, of course. And then we come on to my dad's cottage, originally built while I was overseas in the Navy. And my wife paid for this land, for those 3 cottages on, and it was a total of $500 for the land. And the land ends right in there by that tree. This next one here, abutting it, a couple fellows bought that. They're men that live together, and I'll say no more, but they're nice fellows. And the walls in that are 8 to 10 inches thick and well insulated. That cottage is very nice. And this one here was owned, part of the land that Mr. Spitzer owned. And there's a fellow from Preston owns that cottage there now. That's just a shore sleeping place with that cottage. And Mr. Spitzer built that. His daughter lived in there. She sold the property, but she owned probably about halfway of this wall. I'd say probably up to where that boat is. And then this was the original Spitzer place. It was a beautiful cottage. It still is, I suppose. It's well kept. Mr. Spitzer was a broker and had lots of money. Him and his wife split up, and he moved away from here, and I don't know where he